Tēnā koutou katoa. Ko maua ko Aaron ngenei e papaho ana ki a koutou, e kōrero ana ki a koutou. How the hell does it say live 3 minutes 53 when we just jumped on? I don't know. Anyways, ko ture te haere, we're late as, but it's alright because it's island time. And island time isn't just about whether you're from the outer Pacific Islands, because guess what? If you're from New Zealand, you're on an island. Anyways, um, I just wanted to cover a few things. We're running our lives in a slightly different way, so it'll be a bit difficult for us to share screens and videos and stuff. But we have put a whole lot of info in the description. We've put in info links, we've put in video links, so pretty much everything we're going to be talking about will be in those links as well for your own info to study later on or to share with friends and whānau. But, quick fire styles, we want to be out of here by 12 o'clock, hopefully. So I'm going to ask Aaron a few questions and he's going to drop us some gems. So, Aaron, mea tuatahi, patai tuatahi, what's the difference between a gifting circle, like that one that says you're going to make $64,000 in a month, and a pyramid scheme? What's the diff, bro?
Nothing. Nothing at all. Same scam, just different outlook. Yeah, just different clothes on the same scam. With the pyramid, the higher you are, the more money you make. If the bottom line is, if the money comes in, the money or profits that's being generated comes from more people signing up, it's just the same scam. That's all it is. So with the gifting circle, the closer you are to the center, the more money you make. With the pyramid, the closer you are to the point or the top, the more money you make. Same thing.
Yep, no, it makes sense. And now we've had people privately message us and ask us how they can learn about cryptocurrency, but I'm not a financial advisor, so I don't want to tell nobody anything, and I know that I go on the side of caution that most people in crypto don't. Majority of crypto people, they think that they're like some kind of cowboys or something and the government's never going to get them. All I know is that the internet is a big place, and if you're going around on Facebook groups telling everybody that they should do this and this, eventually karma's going to bite you in the kumu. So, bro, for those that are curious, what's the easiest way to learn about crypto?
Well, I think cryptocurrency.org.nz. That's pretty cool.
That was made by Harry Satoshi, that guy that used to work for Easy Crypto,
Yep. He seems pretty decent. Yep.
Yeah.
There's a few groups on Facebook that we're part of, wasn't there? There was I'm trying to think of it. There was a Block 101. That's one group. There's even the Crypto Cordial, which does have scammers and stuff on it, but the thing is that it adds balance. There's more people that will call it for what it is, as opposed to what it isn't. So
I thought it was just you, me, and Campbell Pitney that's on that these days.
That's what I meant. That's exactly what I meant. Which is like, it's funny because as soon as people like the scans fell through in the big crash, everywhere just vanished.
Yeah, because most people thought that Bitcoin was Jesus and that Jesus was going to save them. What do you reckon about the bro Lark Davis? What do you reckon about him?
Yeah, I think he's cool. He's pretty cool.
Yep.
I've watched his videos a lot. He's pretty basic. Well, not basic, just quite simple, down to earth, to the point. Interviews a lot of people. Interviews everyone. He gets everyone on his channel. Yeah,
straight up. Yeah, he does. Yeah,
he gets all the big names. Except for Shelley Cullen. Yeah,
is she a big name?
She will be, I think. Not in that way, though. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll put it this way: Meta Madoff would be proud. He would be so proud that someone has followed after her ahutanga. Hey, and bro, what do you reckon?
Bernie Madoff worked though, didn't he? Like he actually worked at making a lot of his victims money before the implosion. So there's probably a big difference there. Don't know if he would be proud or not now. If you think of it like
that. Hey, and now that when I was learning about Bitcoin, I used to buy random books on Amazon. Are there any books that you'd recommend on this sort of stuff?
Well, the one that you wrote is pretty cool. The Bitcoin won't make you rich. That's just down to the point.
Like that one? Yeah.
I signed up for an Amazon account to buy the thing. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
'Cause-
that's right. Yeah, thanks for that, Paul. Yeah, cheers. No,
So
well,
it wasn't the money that was the biggest dedication. It was actually, having to reactivate my Amazon.com account just to actually get this purchase, Um,
yeah.
you know. And I
All right.
didn't use
No,
my
I
fake one.
appreciate that.
I didn't use my
Yeah,
fake one. I actually used my real name and everything. So,
yeah.
yeah.
Hey, and
But
wait. Oh no, you carry on, carry on.
yeah, but I think the reason why your book is good is the same reason why this question isn't really necessary. Because the easiest way to learn about cryptocurrency is to learn about cryptocurrency, but that's not really what we're talking about when it comes to scams. Because
Yeah,
when people are getting into these scams, what you're really saying is they want to get rich, and
yeah,
that's the key.
yeah. And that's why I wrote
Yeah,
the book. Hey, Bitcoin will not make you rich.
and your book just drags it on, for
Yeah,
like a few, yeah, for a few thousand words, it just says the same thing. But that's
yeah,
it. Like,
yeah,
if you're into cryptocurrency, cool. There's plenty of places. There's heaps of projects out there. There's heaps of people arguing on the internet. There's groups. There's discords. There's Reddit. Reddit seems to be quite
yeah.
popular. There seems to be official
Oh
Reddit
no, bro!
channels.
Don't recommend people to Reddit. That's
Yeah.
just where nerds with no life argue, use like computer theory to justify a crash in
Well,
2017 that they said never happened.
what do you think cryptocurrency is? It's
Just
just the
a whole
same
bunch
thing.
of nerds.
Bunch of
Yeah,
nerds. A bunch of nerds
it's
arguing.
just a bunch of nerds who created a digital funny money so that way they could buy things on the download. That's
Yep.
all it was, eh? That's
Well,
all.
buying things
Yeah,
on the download is probably still the only real legitimate use case for cryptocurrency.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Yeah.
know I've got a friend of mine. He uses cryptocurrency to buy stuff online. You know,
Mm.
and like he buys supplements and stuff, and he's what I guess he's one of those true believers. So he'll be like, "Oh, do you take Bitcoin? Yeah, we do.
Yep.
Oh, sweet, yeah, But he's a true believer.
Yep.
Like, and he just like he doesn't like banks. He just wants. So I guess he's an idealist, but at the
Yep.
same time, he's also a business owner. And he's quite wealthier than me. So his head's not in the clouds. Like he uses Bitcoin to actually buy stuff, and whereas most people just buy and hodl, or
Mm.
in Shilly's case, they just buy and skedaddle.
Yep. That's
Um,
the one.
and here's the thing, like, here's another question: who do we complain to, right? Um, yeah, whenever we get scammed by crypto and that sort of thing, who do we go to? Who
I
do you
think
reckon that people should be talking to?
the first thing you should do is just keep all the stuff that you've got and then put them on blast. Like, make a post about it, make a comment on something, just put it on the public record, like, hey, I think this is a scam. Even if it's on your own Facebook page, for example, or your own, on your own wall, just go, oh
Yeah,
man, I just put $900 in this and 6 months later, nothing. That's enough.
yeah.
That actually works. Then the next thing to do is you can actually talk to NetSafe. They are the ones that actually deal with online scams. The
Should
FMA,
we
put
put
a
a
link
link
up
up
there.
there? Yeah, bro. Yeah, and
Yeah,
carry on. I'll get the
yeah.
link while you do your thing.
The Commerce Commission is another one. They've already got a few complaints with these sorts of scams, with Lion Shares, Forsage, and I think there's a few coming in. What's that, Super One? There's a few scams, few reports against that as well. And the
Oh,
third one is the media. Like, just you can either contact us or contact Bronson because he's got the hookups. He'll tell you where to go from there. Or you can even, if you want to yourself, you can even comment and maybe just send an email to Stuff or Herald or whatever you want. But the thing is that you don't actually stay silent.
yeah,
Because we know what happened last time with other scams is that's what lets people go and refresh their scam and then do it all over again. So you can't do that anymore. The main thing is like all of these options that we've listed, the main one is to just like call them out.
yep. Don't be silent, fellas. Don't be
Don't be
silent. Speak
silent.
up.
Yep.
If someone violates you in any way, speak up. But
Yep.
make sure you speak up to people that are listening. And so the first time, rant on Facebook. The second time, go to the police, go to NetSafe, go to the media, go to the Commerce Commission, go to the Financial Markets Authority. These are all legitimate organizations, right? But the
I've
first
spoken
time,
to
you go to social media.
I've spoken to most of those people, and every place that I've spoken to, apart from the FMA, has sort of confirmed that they are aware of these scams and the people that are involved with them. That includes NetSafe, Commerce Commission, and the police.
Yep.
Yeah, so they are aware of it, and they just, which means that if they're aware of it, they're just waiting for more info so they can do something about it.
Yeah, and that's the thing, guys. Yeah, you know, you think that your story isn't important. Your story is important. Even if you've been in Lionshare and then you left, your story is still important. In fact, in the description of this video, we have a link of a 45-minute video where a former Lionshare leader from the United States confesses that it's a scam. She breaks it down over 45 minutes. And she is so bitterly disappointed that she led people astray. And so she uses that video as an opportunity to apologize to the people. Now, for your information, we've had 2 television channels in New Zealand contact us. We can help you connect with those people in the media. We're not playing about this. Your stories are important, and your stories are going to help people in the future from not being scammed, even if you've moved on from it. And when you do go to the media, bring your screenshots, bring your emails, bring your texts. Those are all important. They're very important because that's evidence that'll back you up. Because once someone sent you something in a text or a message, you know, they might delete it. But if you've still got it, it's on them.
Yeah, and this week we'll be helping out with that. We will be helping out. We'll set up a shared drive. We'll set up a site where you can upload stuff, so you don't need to have it bogging down on your phone.
Yeah,
and we'll have a website running this week.
What are we going to call it? Lions Leaks?
I think I just called it Now What.
Now What?
Now What? You know, nowwhat.pw I think is the domain I got because it's the cheapest domain. So officially, I've lost money to this as well. I've lost $1.99 for registering the domain. So there you go. Yeah.
But yeah, we'll let you guys know when that's all set up, ready to go, and then just come on board. It's all confidential, you know. And even if you go to the media, you don't have to reveal your name. I mean, I remember I watched on Te Karere about a couple of weeks ago, and they were interviewing 2 people who, for legal reasons, they could not be revealed to the media. So they were referred to as Tane 1 and Tane Rua, male 1 and male 2. Right? Their faces weren't shown, like the camera was pointed to the back of their head, their hands, their chest, but there's no way you could have identified them. There was nothing distinguishing about it. And you know, you have that right. You don't have, if you're going on a camera, that doesn't mean that you can be revealed. They'll distort your voice. I mean, they'll make you sound like Michael Jackson if you really want, you know. But yeah. Hey, and hey, did you know that it's I don't know if anyone else knows, but it's actually Fraud Awareness Week. NDIE actually declared it. Yeah, do you know anything about that?
No, I had no idea.
Man, hey, I didn't know about it. Yeah, I had no idea that there was such a thing called Fraud Awareness Week. But guys, this is what this is about. It's about raising awareness. And those of you that know me actually know that I hate those 2 words. But so what we're doing here is that we're raising awareness to the next level where we are exposing scams. That's the only way that we can beat Lionshare, guys. It's the only way that we're going to beat the new scams that are coming, you know, the gifting circles. Because here's the thing, Lionshare will die within the next 3 months, and then it's going to be resurrected. I mean, even now, they've regurgitated. Did you hear about that, bro, that they've regurgitated the Ether smart contract?
Yeah.
You know,
they all go through that process. Like they all say something's gone down or something's overloaded. There's a technical issue of some sort, and then they'll create a fork or they'll rejuvenate part of the system and then say this is the new solution. Quickly jump on this one just to keep it going, just to sort of make it appear to everyone that they're doing all right. But we're seeing it again.
They did that with Matausi Teke, aka USI Tech. They did that with Dascoin. They did that with. Oh no, they didn't do it with TBC. They just ran. What other ones did they do it with? I know there's
The
other one.
mining scams were quite common too. Like after the
Oh,
crash, like
yeah,
AWS
yeah,
mining and C something mine, ABC mining, all of those ones. And what they did is they keep blaming that the raising price of Bitcoin and the raising cost of mining was driving the prices of the packages. You know,
yeah,
for making
yeah.
it too expensive for it. And then all of a sudden, it wasn't their fault why all the money went, and and that sort of crap. But what was happening?
Do you
Is
know
it
what
the
the
new
loop is, bro?
recruits? What's that?
Do you know what the loom is? Facebook user says kind of reminds you of the loom. You know about that, bro?
Oh yes, I remember that. Yeah, it was the exact same thing. Yeah, exact same sort of
Yeah.
Matrix scam. Yeah, the
Yeah.
Matrix scheme came around like I think with the PlayStation 2 online,
Oh,
and
oh,
what it meant, I think it was an online scam. It was email and it had a website and stuff, and you would get it where if you got 5 people to pay $50, you'll get a PlayStation 2, but you had to
oh
pay
my
fifty
God.
bucks yourself. So they sort of advertised it where you would where you would only get a PlayStation for $50, and then if you just got 5 friends who also want a PlayStation for $50, they just had to get 5 friends themselves. And the way that it worked was that it would actually cycle people who weren't recruiting. So the people who had started out would still get, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
their place in the queue
Man,
for, and they'd actually get a
I just
PlayStation
wish I
shipped to
had
them.
50. I just wish I had $50.
Yeah, same. That'd be cool.
Yeah. And then, Facebook user says, great issue talked about tonight, so glad I don't fall into this kind of thing. Yeah, bro. And if you can, share the information. There's so many people that are falling for this. There's a lot of desperation because of COVID-19. You know, people have lost their livelihoods, they've lost their jobs. A lot of people have lost hope. And so when some slick talking dickhead comes along and says that you can make 64K in 4 weeks, in the case of the gifting circles, or when Shelley Baba and their 40 thieves say that you can make 110G in 10 days, you know. But here's the thing, guys. These sorts of things attract the most nefarious of liars, the lowest of scum. I swear, some of these people, they must be like the demon spawn of Satan, you know?
Yeah, but Satan knows what he's on about.
Well,
These guys are
maybe their
deluded.
brains got muddled. Maybe their brains
Yeah,
got muddled because of the experimentation. I
these
don't
guys are
know.
just deluded. I just reckon they're so
Yeah,
deluded in their own
you know,
actions that they have. Yeah, they just don't care. Yeah,
yeah,
or don't
yeah.
even know enough
And
to care.
and ain't it funny that ever since that we debunked the lie that Shelley had a lawyer, ain't nobody threatening us with legal litigation no more. And in fact, because they know that Shelley doesn't have a lawyer, they just threaten us with violence now.
Yeah.
No, yeah,
But the funny
because
thing is that
but you know,
they don't come back for that stuff. Like that video that you posted of was it Shelley just having a bit of a and losing the plot and dropping the
yeah,
M bomb. You know, no one
yeah.
came on there and attacked that. Like when the lawyer debacle exposed itself, no one came out and said anything afterwards. They just vanished. You know, like rats abandoning a ship. They just left it. Yeah.
Oh, there were a few that tried to argue it. Remember how someone said that must be more than one person with the same name?
That's right. Just like there was more
Yeah,
than one Lion Share smart contract. There was
yeah,
one
yeah,
that
yeah.
was
We
a
heard
scam
about that one, right?
yeah, the one that we were looking at was the scam one, but there was one in the real back end of the site which you logged in, and that was the real one apparently. Yeah, it's just all stupid lies. They're just telling you lies to convince you. Yeah, and maybe to
Oh,
telling you lies to convince themselves. Like if you nod and think that that lie is true, then it might reinforce that the
yeah,
lie that they've just said is true to them. So
yeah.
yeah, I
So
mean the
sorry,
biggest
guys,
thing
that
is like the biggest
sorry
thing
that
is
we
like with
couldn't
all
put
of these
any
scams.
exciting videos. You know, I would have loved to have put in some exciting videos tonight, but sorry about that, fellas. But you carry on, Aaron, and then
Yeah,
we'll wrap up.
the biggest thing is just to see how the money's being made. You know, just to with a bit of paper, just challenge where the money's coming from and how it's actually being produced in all of these scams. Like, how are you getting your money, and how are the other people around you getting paid or profiting from the system? And if it's coming from other people that have to sign up and from nothing else, and yeah, that's your that's your red flag right there.
In
And that's
fact,
it.
I want to end this right by putting out a challenge, right? And here's the challenge: if if you want to know how a real business rolls, come onto my business page support South Auckland businesses. The purpose of this group is so that South Auckland businesses can promote and advertise their services. And I tell you, there are genuine business owners that come onto this page and they talk about the real deal of business. We have a business consultant who advertises on this page. We've got a builder, we've got a painter, we've got lawnmowers, we've got pubs that advertise on our page, restaurants. And none of these businesses involve recruiting people. It's simple as you give them your money and they give you something back. You don't have to, you don't have to recruit your friends and family. Don't need to go on a Zoom. Just rock up with the money and they'll give you what you asked for. It's really that simple.
So you mean if I went
know?
and bought something from a bakery, I don't have to build a bakery right next door to it, and then get 4
No.
customers coming in to get my pie? You mean I just give them
No.
the money and I get my pie? Oh, really?
Bro, just eat the pie, bro. Yeah,
Really?
no recruiting. Yeah, no recruiting to get your pie, bro. You don't need
So
a
how many
special
bakeries
link.
do I have to build to get a big pie?
Don't have to build one, bro. You just buy a pie.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, and you don't have to convert your money into Bitcoin or convert it into Tron or convert it into Ether, bro. They'll just take your money and they'll give you a pie in return. In
Wow,
fact,
does everyone...
I actually bought a pie this morning, bro. Straight up, I
Wow.
bought a pie. Yeah,
Well, that's
I
where I
didn't have
went wrong,
to.
because I bought 5 bakeries and then advertised on Trade Me to buy 5 more next to me to get my pie. Yeah, maybe I should just buy the pie.
Bro, you should try it, bro. Just buy it. Honestly, man, you can go places and you can buy legitimate services and products, and you don't need to sign anybody up, bro. You just give them your money. It's mean, bro. Just try it.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a bit weird that you run. It's a bit weird, isn't it? Because you think about like all those workshops and hui's that they have for these sorts of scams, like Lionshare. Like, it's a bit weird that they keep trying to sign up people to be their own competition.
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't you just want to take their money, like sell them investment packages, and then just leave? Why would you want to sell competitors? Weird. There must be something fishy going on there.
Or here's this one, eh? Why would you work so hard to build a business and then 3/4 of the way through you start building another business?
Well, because you can't just eat pies. Maybe you want some milk and bread. So then you got to build a dairy. Then you got to build a bread factory to recruit more people. You know.
Anyways, we said this was going to be a short live. It's been 26 minutes. We've only had a few people laugh at our jokes, which means that we're boring them. So let's get out of here, bro. Mauri ora kia koutou. Me mātua maumahara, me he āwangawanga, me he mānukanuka, tuku karere mai, he karere huna, e kore mātou e whāke atu tō ingoa, tō wāhi noho, no whea rānei koe, he tino huna a mātou kōrero tanga ki a koe. So everything we do and say is confidential when you contact us. The only exception is when you clown us. If you're going to clown us in the DMs, bro, we are going to reveal you. I mean, honestly, bro, I don't know why people try and clown you on the DMs and then they cry when you put them on. I don't know. Why would you do that? But anyways, e hoa mō, kia kaua koutou e mātaku ai ne, me kōrero āhuna kia māua nei. Mā māua nei e tautoko atu I a koutou katoa. Ko te rerekētanga, ko koutou e toko ana I te Lionshare. Poko tifa, poko kohua rawa. Kai hamuti. Anyways, that's my rant. Carry on, Aaron.
Yeah, I guess my last word will be it's not bullying if we share what you put on public social media. We're not stalking you because you're advertising it.
Yeah.
So don't do it at all.
That's why it's called social media. It's not called private media.
Yeah. How dare you put on a small group what I've exposed to billions of people around the world publicly? How dare you?
How dare you? How dare you? Maybe we should find out what Greta thinks and then get her to come on the show. We'll talk to her, maybe. Yeah. Anyways, Mauri ora kia koutou, pō Māria, pō manahau. Have a good night, fellas. All good. Chat, mean.
See ya.
See ya. How do I turn this live off? Oh, Ian, what happens? Yeah.